he contradicts himself. So you're foisting a contradiction on Srila Prabhupada by this reading. But therefore, you cannot accept this first part of the exchange as the entire exchange. We know that when somebody asks a question, often in the give of take of conversation, it took some time for Prabhupada's complete answer to come out. That's what happened here. If you take the matter that way, the thrust of Prabhupada's answer is something like this. How shall initiations go on after your departure, Prabhupada? I shall begin by selecting some of you to act for now as Ritvikacharyas. I shall begin by selecting some of you to initiate on my behalf while I am present. This is the etiquette. After my departure, however, you are permitted to become regular gurus, initiating your own disciples, but don't think that you become a qualified guru simply by appointment or automatic right of inheritance. You must be actually qualified by submission, surrender, and service to your own spiritual master. That's a purportful expansion, putting everything together. And here it's clear, it's coherent, it's simple, there's no contradictions, it's in line with what Prabhupada has already told us, always told us, about the way disciplic successions go on. So there's no reason to excite this tape. It is not evidence that Prabhupada wanted a posthumous Ritvik system. And that's the crucial question, whether it's posthumous or not. Not that he already had a Ritvik system, in effect, that we know he was doing. The second part of the argument is that I was assuming that these people were fit to become gurus. No. I'm just assuming Prabhupada said what he said, and we have to hear what he said. He says, in fact, the charge is not that, the charge is simply that I make much of this sentence in this conversation. I'm supposed to ignore it. I'm supposed to pretend it doesn't exist because it contradicts the thesis of Vedic Village Review. But it's there. And that's what Prabhupada says. Whether or not they're fit people is another discussion, because there is an alternative. And what the Vedic Village Review people have been doing is setting us up with a false dilemma. And they're saying, you have to choose. Either Prabhupada instituted a posthumous Ritvik system, or all these people were fit to become gurus. Choose. But that's not the dilemma at all. That's not the alternative. There are other alternatives. In fact, you may remember, if I may show you, those of you who are familiar with the history of this controversy, that in 1981, widely circulated around the movement, was this the bona fide spiritual master and the disciple. These are often referred to as the Jadharani papers. She was the main distributor, apparently not just a main author. Yashodanandana apparently was participated in the authoring of some of these things.